let's talk about how these microbes and toxins get into us. You see, what happens is that as we move into this life and through this life, we are in relationship with our environment. We are engaged with it, we respond to it, and we are absorbing the information. We are connected with everything around us. And as we go through patterns with our environments, we adapt and we adopt and we form beliefs. Okay. In theta healing, we talk a lot about the subconscious and what beliefs are and how they affect us. So as we have experiences in our life, if it is in our family, in our relationships, and stresses in the world, we carry emotion and we are engaged in beliefs. And when you are engaged in certain thoughts and certain emotions and carry hardship and trauma and pain from the past that triggers and gets activated, we become susceptible to microbes and toxins. And it depends on what experiences you carry, what emotions you have that allow for these microbes and toxins to really take a foothold within you. You see, you have an environment inside your tissues that we are in a symbiotic relationship with our environment. We have this symbiosis, both in an internal and an external way. You know, just like how you are living in a house, microbes are living in you. And there are healthy, good microbes, and you benefit from some. And there's some that are really dangerous, and they can get into any and every tissue within you. And when I'm talking about microbes, there's organic microbes that are actual living cells. And then there are toxins and poisons and gases and radiations that also have consciousness. And we are, in a way, attracting, we are manifesting these. We are having an antenna that says, I am a receptor for this. You know, I know people that will sit down and eat the same food and one person gets sick and the other doesn't. And that person goes, oh, I always have stomach problems, right? They always are running into getting food poisoning from something, right? Because they have a certain mindset and emotions and beliefs that attract it. And that once it gets into us, we then are having to navigate this consciousness inside us that is bonded with our past pain, right? So you have this heaviness and sluggishness from pain and unresolved trauma and limiting subconscious beliefs out of that. And then from these limiting subconscious beliefs, you're not just attracting these microbes in, but then the microbes, as a foothold in you, start to communicate through your tissues to you. You're actually hearing it, you're feeling it, and it is continuing to feed you your pain, your negative thoughts and feelings, and it hijacks your free will. So you're not actually in an authentic thought and feeling. You're not attuned to your higher self. You're not being as expansive as you could be. So this is why cleansing is so important. And as you go through cleanses, you are then also facing all of that old baggage that comes up. A really good friend of mine that he went through real crises that brought him into his purpose. He focuses on digestive health. He runs a colonic center in New York City. And he said, there is no such thing as a cleanse, only a potential cleanse. And he was saying how you have to eliminate everything. It's not just about taking the supplements or taking the protocol or eliminating foods. You actually have to release. So what allows for this release to happen actually is you working on these past pains that you carry, the unresolved trauma and the baggage in your past that's keeping you from being present, you know? So this is why cleansing is so important. And this is why I am opening up to supporting people who are looking to go through this process of clearing out this past baggage, like let's really address this and let's have you on the right protocol so that you can really step into a stronger, more authentic, vibrant you. And I'm doing it. It's time in the world to do this. We really have to elevate in our frequency and start changing this group consciousness we're living in. And it's so important. And so, I'm opening up slots to have real conversations with people. Let's get on a call and explore this together. So check it out. Let's make sure that you get on the schedule so that I can support you.